This country was taken over by a group of people with a policy coup. Wolfowitz and Cheney and Rumsfeld, and you could name a half dozen other collaborators on the Project for a New American Century. They wanted us to destabilize the Middle East, turn it upside down, make it under our control. Now, did anybody ever tell you that? Was there a national dialogue on this? Did senators or congressmen stand up and denounce this plan? Was there a full-fledged American debate on it? Absolutely not. And there still isn't.
Hey, how you doing? I've got some, I'll just call it really frightening information. Regarding this coronavirus novel or nouveau. Anyway, this is a bioweapon. This is a genetically engineered bioweapon. They're downplaying what it is. They're downplaying how many people are infected. They're downplaying how many people are dead. They don't want panic, because in panic, people will buy up all the medical supplies, and they need them for healthcare workers. So, some numbers. They ran an artificial intelligence routine, I don't know what else to call it, that estimates what the spread of a virus or other airborne illnesses, etc. It estimates how much damage it does, how many people get infected. And this estimated that over 1 billion people are going to come down with it. I think it was 2 billion people. It estimates 55 million deaths. Of course, it estimates that there's no containing it at this point. It's going to go global. And like I said, kill 55 million people. And it looked like it was in the course of 45 days. So in doing other math with the numbers that the official sources of information have put out, there's somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 people who are in serious or critical condition in China. That's a very high percentage of people who have contracted the virus. So they're not just in the hospital, they're fighting for their lives. So the death count and the mortality rate with this virus could be much higher than what it seems at first. The other thing is there's a 9-day survival of the, if it's on a surface, it lives for 9 days. So you can touch it 8 days later and catch the virus if it's on a countertop or something. Count that into your daily life. Wash your hands. I hate saying this, but it's like I would get a mask. I hate saying it because they need them in China, but it looks like everybody's going to need them. I really hope these numbers are just bullshit, but these are the official sources. I thought I had more, but that's enough to try to be prepared for. Hand sanitizer all day. If it sells out in stores, you can get vodka. Vodka is basically watered down hand sanitizer. No, it works very well. Just smell like booze. So if you get pulled over and have vodka on your hands, you have explaining to do. But it's the same thing. They have the same thing in hand sanitizer. It's ethanol. So, Masks. They're saying masks are good to have for people who are sick so they don't spread the illness too. So, but hopefully you don't have people who are sick around you. But I live in the Los Angeles area and we have a few infected people who are in quarantine. But there's also Chinatown in Los Angeles. So I don't know if anybody's come back from China before they were doing quarantine and say gone to Chinatown and just infected who knows how many, because there's a 10-day incubation period on this virus. You won't have it for 10 days. You won't have symptoms or anything, during which you spread the virus. And like I said, if you touch a surface, that surface is 9 days. This is one of the most contagious things I've ever heard of. If that is all accurate, that's crazy. How could we not all get sick? Well, I mean, 55 million people dead is a lot, but not a lot. 2 billion people is a quarter or more than a quarter of the world's population. That's a lot. So I don't see how they got that number, but it seems like a low estimate to say 55 million. I don't know. I haven't done that math yet. I would be careful about this. It doesn't seem to be, it seems like they're downplaying it so that people don't panic. And that makes sense. But it also makes sense to do what you can and be aware that they're downplaying it, it looks like. So, take care of yourself. Bye.